Okay. Aloha, everyone. Welcome to, I think it's week 4 for the 90 Days of Greatness. Thank you all for joining live, or if you're going to watch the recording, thank you. And today we're going to talk about, I got some big understandings this week about, what you're attracting, what you're creating, what you're manifesting. And then I also want to talk about, on the business side, a little bit of the marketing. Um, So we'll start off with a quick invocation so we can get connected to the source, the creator, the divine God, the, the ultimate source, bringing that energy, that light, so we can connect to the holy beings. Um, so close your eyes, you can put your feet flat on the ground. Oh, you know what? Let me get my headphones. 1 second. So the audio might be better. Okay. 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 Can you guys hear me?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so we'll start with the invocation. Because to remember now, when you trust and you believe in a higher power, you can believe in Jesus, Buddha, divine God, Tao, the source. When you trust and you believe and you put your faith up there, then you create all possibilities because you're trusting in something that you necessarily cannot see sometimes unless your third eye and but you're trusting yourself into something that is invisible. When you trust and you believe, the possibilities of creation starts to open, starts to manifest because you're putting that you're opening yourself up. You're just. But when you get stuck here in the physical world, with the stuff that you can only see and you only play on this level, imagine that your frequency and vibration here on this level is a lot lower. So you limited your possibilities of what you can create. And the mindset blockages are so strong sometimes that it's so easy to block you. But when you're connected more, your possibilities are endless. So that is one reason why we connect. And we connect to these holy beings, so the possibilities open up, and it brings up our frequency and our vibration. So you put your feet flat on the ground, your back straight, your tongue to the roof of the mouth. You put your hands in the prayer position or the soul light prayer position, your left hand over your heart area, your chest. Put your right hand straight up to heaven. Whatever is comfortable to you. Or you can put your hands on your lower abdomen. That works out great too. So as we connect to whatever your belief system is. So dear all layers of heaven, divine Tao source, dear all holy beings, here's Jesus, Mother Mary, there are Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, there are countless planets, galaxies, stars, and universes, all ascended masters, kahunas, lamas, gurujis, and shamans, all our ancestors, all our heavens teams, our guides, our shifus. We love you all, we honor you all, we appreciate you all. Please come, please support this class or this practices and this sharing. Please connect with us with your love and your light to open our hearts so we can understand more, and please help us as most appropriate. We are so grateful. Thank you. And let's just take a minute and we can just stay here and then just connect, close your eyes, connect to who you connect with. and just feel the love that they have for us. When we're connecting with them, we are connecting to their frequency and their vibration, which helps to raise our frequency and our vibration, which opens up the possibilities. So you take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, you can breathe out anything holding you back, any negativity, any blockages. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Not any negativity. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You can visualize yourself in a column of light, connected to the Creator, to God, to the Source, to the Tao, or to any holy being, any light being, Jesus, Buddha. Come back, ground ourselves a little bit so we can start. So, I feel different already by just doing that. You know, we have had a little bit of technical issues at the start, a few minutes late with the internet. But I had some big breakthroughs this morning. But why just, a minute, 2 minutes, whatever that was right there, just connecting, relaxing. What it's doing is calming the mind, opening you up for the possibilities. So important when you're at that. When you're there, our minds get so clouded sometimes. This they call it the monkey mind, and there's levels of the monkey mind. There's like really active, there's semi-active, and then there's like sneaky, where it's not like really active, but it's just like throwing you like little hits here and there. That's still not good though, yeah. So, but just be aware of what is coming in. What is coming into your being? Like, how are you feeling? What is your mind like? What is your thoughts and everything? Because we are creating that. Yeah, we are really manifesting what we create. And if we're trying to manifest something good or positive, and we're getting these negative thoughts, and we're not aware of it, and we're not transforming it, we get stuck in it, and we start staying there. And it's so easy to get lost and to be in that place, and we don't like it. It's not comfortable being depressed or having anxiety or not feeling good or feeling sad or worrying. That stuff is not good. Obviously we don't like to feel that way, but sometimes we get stuck there and we can't really adjust to get out of it. And we just gotta be really aware that, okay, we're going through something, and depending on what level you're at, if you know how to transform it yourself, you can start to transform it. But to really shift out of it in a way, somewhere or another, you have to shift out of that negative vibration and that feeling that you're feeling, and you have to shift into a positive feeling and a positive vibration. Because, like what I said earlier, when you're in that positive vibration, you're more connected, right? You're more connected. You're more aligned. Your possibilities are opened up. When you're at the lower vibration, that lower frequency, your mind is controlling you most of the time. And it's just like saying, nah, you shouldn't do it. It's not going to work out. What are you doing? And all this stuff. That's just slowing your process of manifestation down. And I know it just depends on everything, but we really got to start to shift out of whatever we're doing. And how do we start to shift? So there's different ways, but when you're manifesting one thing or two things, okay? Or whatever you're manifesting, you gotta really know what you're manifesting. You gotta define it. And that's why we talked about when we first started was that message, yeah? So if you haven't really defined it, you really gotta define what are you manifesting. And there's levels. There's levels and different ways to manifest. It's so interesting because I'll share a little bit about what I'm going through and what I'm manifesting. So I have a goal set for March. Yeah. And it's it's pretty optimistic goal. Yeah, and I know it's possible and I believe it's possible. But if it's set for March and I have all this time, this is January to March, right? I want to get there, but I kind of get like I kind of go like side to side sometimes. I get kind of thrown off here and there. I got all these different things happening, and I'm really working on my balancing with the four sectors I'm calling it now, which I just realized also. So if I'm manifesting there, then it could, if I need it on March 1st, it could happen February 28th and it's still accomplished for manifestation, right? Because the creation process is there. But then you also need something, like you need something that is really grounded and rooted, that will help you to really get you going for long term, like a long term manifestation setup. Where, so if I'm just focusing on this date, or this objective that I have, this goal that I have, and I'm really it's for one of the upcoming retreats to have sufficient funding, basically to do what I have to do for all of that. So I'm really manifesting all of that, which is great, but it can happen at any moment. Yeah. So there's no like, how can I share it in a better way? So it can happen at any moment, but it's only for, I'm really putting all my energy into one shot here, right? One shot. So what happens after that shot? Yes, we'll carry it on, but to shift the messages around where you have something that's more long term, that will carry you going through it, that you can steady work on every day. Like, let's just say for a business, yeah, if you really want to focus on having a flourishing business, yeah, then you shift your mindset. You're shifting your mindset on flourishing this business here. So when you're flourishing this business here, and you're focused on that, now this every day, you flourish your business every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day your business will flourish. Every day your business will flourish. Every day, every day. But if you're just focusing on a specific time frame or event or something, the energy is a little bit different. I've noticed it's not so defined and pinpointed and focused, because the possibilities, I could do nothing until February 28th and receive it on March 1st. Truly, because everything is possible. But I'm losing all the possibilities of these other days of what to manifest. Yeah. So your message, what you're manifesting, is really important. What you're manifesting, that message is really important. And I didn't really realize this, how important it was, and to what aspect and to the different levels, because I've manifested many different things in time frames before and everything, because it always works out. It always works out. It always works out for us, even if sometimes like, oh my goodness, what's going on, but it always just works out. Yeah. But now when you have something that's a lot greater, a lot bigger, something that's long term and not just for the short term, like so your message has got to be really long term, has to be the main focus, the main message, and then everything else in between, it's just part of that manifestation, right? So I gotta shift my my mindset a little bit. Not my mindset. I just gotta shift everything. My attention, my focus, my energy has to shift a little bit to a different message, to fully encompass everything coming my way, to allow it to come and to receive it. So so that's what I've noticed. And yeah, why not? I'll share this fourth sector thing that I'm not sure if anybody ever taught this or whatever, but this is something that I've been going through with balance as prior to 8 months ago. Let's just say 1 year ago. 1 year ago, I was doing really good in the physical world. You know, I had a fully abundance amount of money, and I could basically do whatever I wanted to do for the whole year. I had enough money for the whole year to do whatever. I could travel, I could do whatever. And it was great. You know, 8 months ago, I started to 8 months ago, I committed my life more to the spiritual journey, to be more aligned to the source of creator. And ever since I did that, I've had a little bit more challenges come my way. You know, I've committed to not do some of the things that I've done before, as they were not so aligned. Even if they're illegal, it still creates karma, you know, negative karma in different ways. So I decided not to do all this stuff. And this is some of the things that I was used to doing, and it was so easy for me to do all these years that now when I'm shifting out of it, like my safety nets and everything, I kind of go back to all of that. So it's been a little bit challenging for me, because even when times get tough, I can't go back to what I'm used to because it's not appropriate anymore. So then I have to go and balance myself out. And what I notice is there's four sectors of balancing. There's two parts, right? So you have your spiritual journey part, and then you have your physical life. Okay, so your physical journey, that's broken up into practices. Okay, one side is practices, the other side is service, right? So practices is how do you become more aligned to the to your belief system, right? How do you align more? You can do whatever practices, singing, chanting, meditations, Bible studies, whatever is your way to be more aligned, right? And then the other part is service, right? Doing good to others, right? Always doing good, helping other people out, service. So that's the two parts of there. And then the two parts of the physical world is how do you get finances, is break it down that way. So it's like work or business, right? And then your loved ones, your family, your loved ones, all of that. So you have to bring all those four into harmony in some way. You bring all those four into harmony, your life will really be harmonized and things will really start to flow. When one of them is off a little bit, it can kind of slow the process down. It slows the process down and everything. If you don't, when one of them is off, depending on how you commit it into the journey, if one of them is off, it's going to throw everything else a little bit off too. So I'm really noticing how important it is to balance everything out. And for me, previously, when I used to manifest, if we look at how I shared manifestation prior, you know, through the Tao science system, I used to manifest a lot of the mind and the energy. Mind and energy, mind and energy, mind and energy. And I just go, I focus, I go, and I just do a lot of action, a lot of movement, a lot of movement, a lot of movement. And then fortunately, for the most part, I would be able to manifest it, but I would really forcing it. I really force it, but you know, it would come out. So now I'm taking away my some of the action stuff that I used to do before that could save me before, and now I'm really have to connect more into the soul, the message, right? And I have to go and receive it more, because I cannot do the other ways before. And so that's why the daily practices are so important. You know, the feeling, setting your intention, all these things, because I haven't been fully doing it every day, to be honest, right? I haven't been just really on it. I've been once you fall off a little bit, you kind of just starts going down that road, right? And sometimes it's kind of hard to get back on and then focus again. So I made a decision today to really okay, no, I cannot be off. I have to readjust. I have to focus, and I have to go, because what was happening with me was like, okay, I'm doing all this stuff, and it's still, to in my eyes, it still wasn't working out into my favor, because what was happening was, my message that I was sending out, it wasn't wrong in any way, but it wasn't the highest message, the biggest message, the most foundational message to manifest. Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, it's good. I'm still gonna manifest that, but it wasn't the best for foundation, the level of longevity. Yeah, so shifting that message, and then when I go through that, then I have my own mindsets come up, my own blockages start coming up, like, oh, what's going on? Should I keep doing this? I don't know if I want to do this no more, and all these different things. I don't know. Like, oh my goodness. So, go. That's why you gotta readjust. You gotta focus, and you gotta do the daily habits, the setting your intention, that feeling practices, because what's happening is this: when you're at your mind, when you're letting your mind control it, you're vibrating on that wave. That wave. And that wave, for the most part, will not attract to what you're trying to manifest, because you're limiting yourself, especially if you have negative mindsets, attitudes, and beliefs. And everybody, to an extent, has this for the most part, right? Unless you can start to shift it out. So we're going through these negative mindsets, attitudes, and beliefs. You start to attract that. You're vibrating at a lower vibration. Because things happen, big blocks come up, or big stuff that, oh my goodness, right? In our physical life, in our physical world, something big can happen, like, oh, this throw you off. So something kind of, some things kind of happened to me. So I got a little bit thrown off, and then start vibrating at a lower vibration, start attracting that. You start to look and notice more negative things. So if you start to look and notice more negative, you start to absorb that. You create that. You're attracting all this negative, not at the highest vibration. You start to see, like, when something goes wrong, like, oh, see, something is wrong there. It's bad, or that is bad, or no, that's not going to work. You're just negative. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, someone's trying. So you're just negative, right? So now when you're connecting more, you start vibrating at the higher vibration. Now you're connected to the source, the creator, to the holy being. Now everything is possible. Now that nothing can stop you, because you're connected. You know that everything is possible, right? Because all you need is one, and what if it's easy, right? That's what one of my teachers share. Jonathan Amaret. That's one of the mantras that he uses when he gets kind of stuck, or he shared with his students that when people get stuck, is to shift them out, right? To bring up their vibration again, get out of their mindset blockages. So we really have to stay at that high vibe, opening up to your possibilities. Because when you open up to your possibilities, you're connected, everything just flows a lot more better. You have so much more possibilities. It's endless, really. It's endless. Once you say that you can't do it, you cannot do it. Once you say that, yes, it's possible, now it is possible. So really, if you can really understand this and know what you're being aware of, what you're seeing, or even what you're thinking, what you're going through, start to shift out of it. Stay for a few minutes. If it's really bad, disconnect. You know what I mean? Bring your frequency and energy up. Open up your possibilities. Sometimes you have to talk to somebody to clear it out. Sometimes you can get blessings, whatever you need, but you got to raise that vibration, that frequency back up. And, fully commit to why you started to manifest. What are you manifesting? Fully commit to that. When you fully commit to that, nothing will stop you. You already know, like, no, I'm going to do this. So everything that little comes in your way, nope. This is what I'm doing, right? I'm manifesting this. This is what I'm creating, right? I'm co-creating this. This is what I'm doing. Nope, that's not the truth. You stay focused there, and depending on your level of your awareness, you really just want to stay at a high vibration. Keep attracting what you want, right? So very important. So important. So important. So really, fully commit and fully know your message. Yeah, and everything is fine, because everything is a learning experience, really. It's never bad. It's like, okay, well, that didn't work out. That's cool. What did I learn from it? Okay, I learned this. Okay, so once something doesn't work out in your favor, you gotta know why it didn't work out, and you gotta know what you learned from it. After that, if it ever comes up similar again, now you know how to adjust and how to play that situation. Or you can help someone else that's going through something similar, right? Because you get already experience, you have a reference point there. Very key, because I can say whatever to anybody, but unless they have an understanding of what I'm sharing or an experience, they don't really know. Yeah, so when you have an experience on something, you know how it was. You know, you felt it. You know what it is. Yeah, that's why many times that people that go to school or colleges, they're book smart, right? Until they get the experience in the field, it changes everything, because being the books is all theories. But you can't teach some things when it's live, when situations happen, when things just pop up, right? You got to learn how to adjust it. In the books, you can't teach you all of those little things. So the experience will really get you to the next level. So just experience it, know what's going on. You have a reference point there. You know what to adjust it. You know how to move forward. You know how to help others. So that's what I want to share about that. And I also want to share about the other part I want to share about today. So the message. Make sure that you're at the high vibes. It's so important in manifesting that message. You know what you're creating. That's why the feeling, that intention, all the things is setting your attention. You're attracting it. You're fishing. You're reeling it in there every day. You're bringing it closer, 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 and then boom, you're there. It's here. Reality. Every day, every day, every day, every day. So let's see. So today I want to talk about marketing. Marketing your business, marketing yourself, whatever you're doing. Somewhere or another, you have to market. You have to share. You have to expose what you're doing. Right? If let's just say for this program that I created, if I just kept it to myself and I didn't share it with nobody else, then nobody will know about it. Right? If I shared it with only one person, then one person will know about it. Right? So it's how you market it. Right? So what I did was I didn't go extremely big, but I made a post on Facebook. I posted it in a couple of the groups, and then that was sufficient for what I was doing, because it's all on levels of where you want to go. Right? If you want to go really big, then obviously just those 2 steps is not enough. Right? I would have to go and run ads. If I wanted to get thousands of people, then I'd have to go and run ads in different ways, right? And we have a special thing for those that of is soul marketing, right? For those that do not know soul marketing, you can send me a message. Maybe we can create a video more about soul marketing. It's one of the game changers. You do soul marketing with traditional marketing, it's super game changer. I've seen some incredible things happen with soul marketing. So the marketing, right? So marketing is so key. It's sharing your message, sharing what you're doing. So how do you know what is best to market for you? Whatever you're doing, whatever your business is, whatever your message is, start to look at 3 to 5 top professionals. 3 to 5 top people in your industry, right? See how they market, see how they share, see how they advertise. And then you can look at the market in general. How is others marketing? How is others advertising? So you want to look at the top people, and then you want to look in general, because you want to get aspects on different things. Because sometimes the bigger levels, you're not able to do that. But maybe you can take a few things from them. But then those guys are at, if you want to call it the top, they're playing on a higher playing field. So you want to learn from them how they're marketing and how they're sharing. And then you look at from the different aspects. So you have to do your research. You have to do your research. What is going on? What is others doing? How is others sharing their message? And then you start to gather information. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like how they use that graphic right there. That graphic was nice. Oh wow, that video, how so and so made that video. That video was really good. I would like to do a video like that for myself. Like and you just start looking. You start looking. Oh, that campaign, how that campaign was. That was a really good campaign. Or that post, that was a really good post. I want to do something similar because all of these marketing and advertising, for the most part, is all this reused information and position to yourself and how you share it, right? And it's yourself being creative is how you share it, but it's all the same stuff. It's just different people share it in different ways. So you taking out what they want, see how they're sharing it. What platforms are they using to share it on? Are they using radio advertisement? Are they using newspapers? Are they running TV? And the most popular thing to run right now is usually on social media, right? Facebook ads, Instagram. It's like it's probably the most efficient at the moment right now. So social media is definitely, you have to do social media for the most part. I mean, anything that you're doing now. The age is shifted now. It's not TV, it's not newspaper anymore. So when I used to market before, I would do a lot of newspaper. I did some TV. I did a lot of. My style of marketing is more person to person, or I call it street. Like guerrilla marketing. I really get my message to as much people as I can visually through the area that I'm marketing. So if I'm marketing in Hawaii, I really go and flood Hawaii out with flyers and promotions to everywhere that I can, so people consistently see it. It's a little bit cheaper, but it's more time consuming. It's a lot of energy that you have to put behind it to go. But when you're on a budget, it's extremely efficient to do it that way. But it's, like I said, it's more time consuming. But you have to do that part for the still maybe not as much, right? So you have to create some kind of business card, some kind of flyer, some kind of something that you can pass out to people, right? You can leave at strategic places that's aligned to what you're trying to do, right? So that is the physical aspect. Yeah, the physical aspect. So you gotta know what is others doing. Start taking ideas from that, and start to duplicate that. Start to duplicate what others are doing, the top professionals are doing, and you start making your own plan. And you just start to try things out. You just test it. Okay, I'm gonna try this out right there. So you just try it out. It might cost you a little bit, small budget. You don't have to go. So don't ever, in my opinion, don't ever just invest like a huge amount of money one time in one thing, especially if you haven't tried it before. Test it out first. Test it out. Make sure that it's gonna hit the right market. It's gonna hit the market that you are attracting, that you want to share with, right? So you want to just go and test it out. See what is the outcome. How much people came in, how much people are looking, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna create like a marketing plan, a marketing strategy, right? You write down exactly what you're gonna do. If you haven't done a business plan yet, I really advise you to do a business plan, even if it's a simple business plan, a what, why, how, and you can start building from that. But you gotta kind of know what you're doing and how you're gonna do it. So when you put this on paper, now you can actually see it. Now it's out of your mind. First thing, you gotta get out of your mind. That's why I like to write a lot of notes. On my whiteboard, I have whiteboards throughout my house. They're always just full. I erase it when it's done, and I put a new one up there when I have to. But you have to get it out your mind. You have to put it on paper. You have to put it out there someplace, so you can see it, so you can follow it, right? So even if it's a simple business plan or a simple concept, write it down so you know what you're gonna do. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna do some art, and I'm gonna go and share my art and my message on this website. I'm gonna share it on Facebook. I'm gonna share it on Instagram, and whatever else. I might have a friend who's an art collector or something. I can share it with them, or whatever ways. You have an idea, right? If you're into music, then it's the same thing, right? How do you get your music to expose yourself to as much people as possible? You have Spotify, you have core, I think it was Core Tunes, that you can upload it one time and it goes to all the different platforms. Um, so maybe you get a deal with distribution, so you can distribute your stuff physically, whatever it is, but you have to get your message to the appropriate level that you're trying to reach, right? So the bigger you go, the bigger your message goes, the further it goes out. And that's all it really is. But you have to define who you're messaging to, right? And we talked this on, I think week 2 was, basically know your audience, know yourself, right? That's important, so you gotta know who you're sharing your message to and how you're gonna do it. And you just go and do it. It just naturally, you just stay consistent with it. If it doesn't work one time, don't give up. Sometimes you have to adjust it. One word makes a big difference. One word makes a big difference in things. So make sure that you stay focused on your message. You stay focused on what you're creating, what you're manifesting, and you just make adjustments. Because if it's working for somebody else, it's going to work for you. But your wordage or the image that you use was not right. So you just go and adjust it. You see what people start to like. You see what people may start to share it. People may start to they'll send you emails, they'll comment, they'll do something. Something will happen, and then that will work good. On social media, you can see the matrix on how much people is liking it, how much people the reach and everything. So you know what is working, you know where it's going, right? But then now you gotta know where you're sending them to. What do you want them to do? Do you want them just to listen to it? Do you want them to buy it? Do you want them to watch the video? You want them to like your page? You want them to come to your event? You have to tell them what you want them to do. That's important also, the call to action. Because if you're just showing things, great. Then that's all that it stops there. You have to tell them what you want to do. So, if you're promoting an event, you have the name of the event, you have your dates, you have your location, your address, and all the information, where to contact you more, and that's for an event. So you gotta know, the people, you gotta know what you're sharing and who you're sharing with too, and just keep adjusting if it doesn't work, and then find out what works. Once you find out what works, do that. Keep doing that. You maximize that. You maximize what really works, and then you adjust. Then you find something else that really works. Then you maximize that one. And then you bring in another one. And next thing you know, it's just super flourishing. Business is like, oh my goodness, business is so good. How does business get so good? It's a process. It's just a process. It's a process, But enjoy it, have fun. Don't get down when things don't work out. Don't get down. It's just adjust. Why? What could I have done better to make this successful? Right? What can I have done? What I have to do to adjust? You just adjust it and you go again. So let's see. Yeah. So that's what's the time frame? Oh yeah, it's good already. So that's what I want to share today. So a little bit about marketing, a little bit about the message. It's so important. As I'm going through my journey, I should to understand more, awaken more. Heaven's always testing me, so I can experience all these wonderful things, so I can then share with everyone else also. So nobody really has to. Everybody has to experience it to an extent, but I'm able to help people to move through faster. So I'm very, very grateful for everything. And if you guys have any questions about marketing or anything we talked about today, message me on Facebook or message the group, and I'll see if I can help you guys, because everybody's in different, everybody's in different businesses, which is beautiful. Everybody's on different levels, but I want to say this: even if everybody's on different levels, commit to what you're manifesting. Commit. You wanted to manifest this for a reason, right? But when times get tough, or things get scary because you're stepping out of your comfort zone, you're going to places that you never experienced, so things get like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that now. It's just so much easier to go back to not doing it, right? And that's what most people do. They just don't move forward because it's scary, because it's unknown territory. They haven't done it yet. So commit to what you want to do. Just commit to it. It will work out. If you commit to it, heaven's got your back. It will happen. If you keep your vibration up, keep attracting it. You know, if my teacher shared this too. If you are looking for, say you're looking for a cure for something, okay, and you believe that you can be cured. First thing, you gotta believe it, and you gotta accept it that you can be cured. Whether it's gonna be tomorrow by a miracle from God that you're cured, or it's 3 years down the road, it's going to happen if you fully believe and you fully vibrate on that level and you attract it. Things of healing will start to come your way, you know, because you're attracting a different, different possibilities will happen because the possibilities start to open up. You know, the possibilities start to open up. It's so true. It's so true. So calm you guys' minds. Make sure you guys' minds are calm. Stay focused. Stay connected. Stay open to all possibilities because everything is possible. There is no blockages in the Creator. The Creator has no blocks. Everything is possible. So they stay open as much as you can. Does anybody on the line want to share anything or have any questions before we close?
Yes. Hello.
Hey, Catherine.
I'm so happy that I'm here today because yes, I maybe I can share where I am now. My goal is to create that flourishing business, and I already did a few steps in the last weeks and months, and now it's really to take the final steps because on February 1st it's my it's a date where I have to found the business, and it's the last day I have to bring all the business plan and all the certifications and my what I've done in my life and everything, you know. And now my computer is not working and I cannot finish the last things on the business plan. And so something like that. It's very interesting today because yesterday I tried to do it and I couldn't. I tried to do it on Friday and I was blocked. And today in the morning, everything went well and then the computer went down.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy that I'm here today, and it really brings me new high energy and to just keep on moving and to trust and finish these last steps. Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Catherine, for sharing. So, don't stop. You know, don't not stop. Do not stop. Like, things may get tough, right? Sometimes it gets frustrating. It's like, oh my goodness, what I'm gonna do? You know, I put all this time and energy into it. What's gonna happen now? You know, so just stay calm, and then just know there's a possibility and there's a solution, and it was gonna work out in some way. When you just stay in that position, you don't need your laptop. You know, yes, it's easier to have the laptop. Don't get me wrong, right? But then the possibilities are there. Something else will work out for you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. You're gonna get it. Yeah. You know what's so funny is I was creating what video was I creating? Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys whoever seen it, but I created a Dow Wellness video with the animated one and had a different things happening. Talk about the blockages and heal the soul first and the mind and body will follow. So I was creating that video, right? It took me some hours to make that video. So I was creating on my laptop and I'm just about finished with it, right? My laptop, it went to laptop heaven. So my laptop went to laptop heaven and I had everything that I have on this laptop. My phone is backed up. I have everything that I did for the last 4 years, probably or so, on this laptop. So my life is on this laptop. It went away. But from the moment I'm still purifying from that. Things still like I need the information that's on the laptop, but hey, it's the laptop is done for me, personally. But it just laptop went poof, it just went off, and I was like, oh my goodness, I had all this stuff. It was all saved on there. Now I can't get it out, and all these things. And I was just like, okay. I was doing a lot of practices at the time, so my vibration was really high, so it didn't calm down that much. And then, so okay, no problem. And then I went and had all the ideas, and everything was fresh in my mind. Yeah, so I was still in the creating state. So I was like, okay, no problem. So I got a new laptop. I was fortunate that I had 2 laptops at the time. So I got the other laptop, and I started to work on that. When I made the second video, it came out better, and it came out even faster. It went so fast and so easy because I had all the ideas, and then I just connect to heaven and heaven, please help me, and then it just started to go really, really easy and really good. So if you worry, if anything, just let it go. Just stay focused on the positive and the possibilities, and everything will work out. I promise you it will work out if you open it to work out. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's going to be better. If you kind of get the last information, it's going to be better this time. I know it's purifying though. My phone, I got a new phone too. I have very limited contacts now, and I have no information. All my old stuff is gone, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need all my stuff. But then, hey, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. So I let all that stuff go too. The attachments. Yeah, well, humans, we have so much attachments, but but yeah, so I had to let that go too. But it's all beautiful. It's all beautiful. You feeling good and letting go and keeping your vibration high, it does wonders. It really does. It does wonders for us. It's just, you kind of explain it how much of a positive impact it is. You can only explain it when you're actually going through it. When you're going through it, and I was going through some heavy testing over this past couple of days, like extreme testing for me. My vibration was so low, and I couldn't really get myself to vibrate higher. And I just really unmotivated and not really wanting to do anything. I'm just like, it's okay. I don't want to do it. Like what I'm going to do and all these different things. Negative mindsets coming in. And then I got to snap out of it. So I had to snap out of it. I had to realize, okay, because I know what the answer is. The answer is to connect more, practice more, keep your vibration higher. But when you're in the once you're testing something, you don't want to practice. You're like, nah, it's okay. No need meditate today. No need whatever, right? But gotta boom. No, I have to meditate. I have to do my practices. I'm gonna do it. Because you know what the consequences are. When you're not practicing, you're not meditating, you're not connecting more, and you're going through all this negative vibration, this testing, all this stuff, this disconnection, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer like I was suffering the past couple of days. Suffering is not fun. Suffering is not cool. Do not suffer. Be aware, shift out of it. Just like, nope, I'm focused. This is what I'm manifesting. This is what I'm creating. I'm going to do this. And it's hard sometimes if you just get your, sometimes you got to use the mind over power, mind over matter, but then you just connect to, you know, heaven, please help me. God, please help me. Source, please help me. You know, ask for help, ask for help, ask for help. It might not happen instantly, but if you just keep praying, keep praying, you're going to get a boost of energy. You're going to get the energy that you need to move forward. Then it's up to you to make the choice, because we have free will. You're going to have enough energy to do your practices. You're going to have enough energy to do the plan. You're going to have enough energy to do whatever that you want to do. But you have to make the decisions to do it. You have to commit. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Because heaven's got your back. Heaven's going to give you that, okay, I got you. But they're a free choice. So sometimes I don't make the best choices, right? Ask heaven, please help me. Heaven, please help me, please help me, please help me. Okay. You know, 5 minutes later, okay, I feel good. Okay, I can do it. Nah, I don't want to do it. Now you don't want to do it? That's your fault. Heaven did their job already for you. Heaven didn't help you go. Right? If you don't want to do it, it's your free will. So just if you're aware of what's happening, you can start to adjust it. Yeah, you know what's happening. So just that's what's happening with me. That's what my experience is. I hope for those that watch this video, it can help you in any way, in some way, in a positive way. So anybody else want to comment or share anything or any questions before we close?
No, only thank you, Doug. It was great session.
Okay, thank you, Jessica.
The topics are so good. You know, I started a little bit with the marketing, and it was very helpful when you said, you know, you can create something, but when you not share it, you keep it for yourself, or you only tell one person. And so I know I have to go through this and do it.
Yeah.
And yes,
you know, it's kind of funny sometimes. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like it's scary. That's the feeling that we feel, whether we know it or not. It's fear. That's why you're like, oh, what are people gonna think about us? How are people gonna take it? Right? You're not gonna ever. We're worrying about all the what ifs. And if we just commit to, this is it. This is what I'm doing. All I want to do is share with people what I like. And, you know, for those that like it, great. And you just start sharing. Not everybody's going to like it. That's no problem. All you want to do is share the people that do like it. But you're not going to find the people that will like it if you don't share it with them. Right? So the more people that you share, it's like seeds. Yeah, the more seeds that you throw out in your field, you know, the more possibilities of more plants to grow. So you want to throw as much seeds out there. You know, you want to run around, throw all the seeds out as much as you can. That's appropriate for you, the level that you want to get to. And then you just go and water it. You know, you water it with consistency. You water it with following up. If somebody shows interest in something that you're doing, great. You know, the conversation may have stopped. Then you just follow it back up. That's where the water comes in. You know, you planted the seed already. So if somebody has hit you up about, say if you're a real estate agent, and somebody has shared like, oh yeah, you know, I'm looking for a house. And maybe maybe send them a message and they're supposed to contact you back, but they don't. Now, the seed has been planted, but unless you go and water it and check in on them, it will not flourish. It will not come to a plant. You cannot harvest it. So you gotta water it too. You know, there's steps of it. There's steps. If you get stuck, you guys want to know a secret? If you get stuck, you gotta calm your mind. Your mind is telling you all these different things. It's not a secret. I'm just playing. Everybody knows this one. But you just gotta connect. You just gotta connect. Okay, what should I do next? You know, calm your mind down. You can meditate. Calm your mind down, and then you go, what should I do next? Or if you're going through something, why am I going through this? You know, then you can get out of it, right? If you're just gonna stay in that moment, you're not gonna get out of it. you're stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck. So the answer is always calm your mind. Calm your mind. Connect. Ask for the message. You get the message. Now, once you get the message, again, you have free will to go and change or to stay the same. Action will change. Take the action. Sometimes it seems like it's easier to not take the action and to go back into the way that we're feeling and to go back to the suffering because we don't want to get out of our comfort zone. But you know what? It's actually harder. It's actually harder to suffer, to go through all of that. It's actually easier to kind of have the courage to say, no, boom, I'm going to do this. This is it. And it's okay. It's okay. You just go and do it. You got to take that shot. You got to jump off the cliff. Your parachute will open. Steve Harvey has a great video about that. Your parachute will open. You just got to jump. You just got to jump. Okay, I'm in. This is what I'm doing. And you just keep jumping every day. Just keep jumping every day. Connect every day and jump every day. Okay. It's going to work out. So I'll end with that. I love you guys. You guys have a great day. I hope this video helps you guys out in some way. So I love you. And we'll close the session with thank you, all the holy beings. Thank you, Divine Tao and Source. All our ancestors, our Shifus, all our heavens team, our spirit guides. We're so grateful and honored to connect with you all. To have your support. We thank you. We love you. We honor you. We appreciate you. So thank you. Love you. Gong song. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great day. Aloha.
Thank you, Doug. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.